Oh, my dad made it. Oh, so that one, before we get started, Brent, join me. Hail Hydra.
No, not Hail Hydra.
No, Hail Hydra. But he is the leader. The Red Skull is the leader. My goodness.
He is the best. I love the Red Skull.
But no hailing Hydra. Too bad.
No
Too bad.
Hydra.
No hail.
Hey Hydra, I am Captain America loyalist.
Absolutely. Except when it comes. Well, I mean, in a deathmatch, him or the Red Skull, who are you going with?
Captain America.
Captain America to defeat him.
We've already seen that.
No, we've seen it, but it's just you're so ride or die for the Red Skull, which I can respect. He's a bad
great
man.
Villain.
He really is. He really is.
Red Skull is a great villain. He's a genius, and he actually was the first super soldier.
Wow.
So,
yeah. You could say, man, he was the bad guy amongst Nazis, which is pretty distinguished. Like, all the Nazis like, dude, that guy.
He started Hydra. He infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes, he did.
Actually, Dr. Ozlov there. What's his name?
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. The Swiss guy.
Yeah, what's Ozlov?
Ozlov, something like that.
Oh wow, this was just getting railed.
Oh yeah, it's the tranny in Gen V.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, Jordan, yeah. Ends up being a rather likable character. I like that when a character starts off as a douche and then completely changes over the course through one reason or another. But back to Lunchbox. So Benny Blue made that. He's a craftsman. The wood hanging over the lunchbox door, and that I got for Christmas. And before that, I opened up the gift and it was just really shitty piece of wood with like half-ass sketching on it. My dad's like, "You like it, G?" I was like, "It's great, Pops." Like, just try not. I'm like, "This isn't your quality." And then he like starts laughing because I was trying so hard not to talk shit about it. And he's like, "No, here you go." And like, he gave me that. So it was just like, damn. They pulled just trying to see how I'd react to a really poorly made piece of woodwork.
Hey, it's a thought that counts.
It really is, and that's why I was like, I can't like diss on this man's his gift because he made it, but at the same time, I'm like, Pops, this ain't you, dog. You're better than this. You're better than this.
Dude, I like it, man. I like it.
Oh yeah, no, it's nice. It's right where it should be, and you are right where you should be, good sir. We're here, long overdue, Brently, an elite slider. I say that with ease. Been there since the beginning. I appreciate you coming back on, big dog, coming out of your busy schedule, busy planning a wedding, getting ready for it around the corner. But you're making time for the tap.
Had to.
Here we are.
Thanks for having me. It's been long overdue.
Very much so.
My fault. I've been the one flaking.
Nah.
I've been flaking, honestly, just because, I got the wedding planning and then trying to figure out when I'm going to be in Winters next. I know we want to do it in person, but we made it happen.
Absolutely. Not to say that like a Zoom pod, which I think is in the future. Like, you're in San Francisco, which I haven't visited yet. You're here in Mikasa, but I'm yet to go make that trip across the bay.
Yeah, do that.
Absolutely. No. Is Polk Street still bumping, or is there?
Polk Street, honestly, is not.
Not
honestly,
not the spot.
I haven't been out in San Francisco in a while, but when we do go out, we go to North Beach.
Is there a bar scene out there, or what?
North Beach is cool. It's like, less. It's more kind of pool bar. You come and you drink a little bit and play some pool and.
I prefer.
Nothing too crazy. Polk used to be fun, like when we first kind of were living in the Bay Area and we moved there. But it hasn't really bounced back since COVID. So it's
because Davis, like other places of transition, had more outdoors. They just put tarps and stuff out in front. Like they did in Austin, they've totally almost gone completely outside. But that sucks to hear because Polk was pretty good bar scene out there.
Polk was fun. I'm trying to think where. We go to the marina now, which is always kind of a lot of young people, but I like to still think I'm pretty young. So
you're looking stout. You've been exercising.
Yep. So
doing your lateral raises.
Dude, I'm go off on my lat raises.
That's the ultimate. That's the come up right there. Yeah. Lat raises, rear delt, front.
I used to only do 15 pounds. Now your boy's up to 30.
30?
I'm going off.
How many reps?
I don't know, good 10 to 12.
There you go. That's perfect. And how much rest between reps?
Oh, I actually do a minute and 15 seconds.
On the dot?
Yeah, I have a timer.
That's solid. Oh.
I can't waste. I'm efficient.
Yes.
Yeah, because if I don't, I'll be scrolling TikTok. I'll be on Twitter. Next thing I know, 4 songs have passed.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what am I doing here?
So the clock helps keep you structured,
seconds.
disciplined. So because I find myself, even if I don't need to go to the bathroom, I'm like, well, I'm tired. I'll go and sit and just scroll my phone a little bit. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm wasting 10 minutes when I could be. At least I'll save that till in between sets. Get something done. I'll work up a sweat. And then if I don't need to, if I power through, don't succumb to the temptation of just sitting down, doing nothing. It's a good workout. You can get a solid workout in an hour, 45 minutes, even if you're in a rush.
Easily.
Absolutely.
Easily. I mean, if my workouts go over an hour, I think it's truly because I'm just wasting time. Like, you know, I mean, that's why I like to keep my timer going after every set, minute and 15.
What's the intensity level like?
I mean, training for the wedding, I'm going pretty hard.
Getting after it.
I'll tell you that. Yeah. I'm trying to lose. 22 days away. I'm trying to lose 3 more pounds. So
how much weight have you lost?
I've lost since January about like 10.
10 pounds?
Yeah.
But you're gaining muscle. All homo intended, Brett. You're looking stout. That shirt is struggling to stay on.
Gaining muscle and like just trying to get lean, and then obviously, you know, try to maintain that after the wedding.
You like that?
That's the game plan here.
Been drinking less, eating healthy. I mean, you just got done eating a chicken salad.
Been drinking less. Your boy's on the non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Skylar gives me shit, but you know they taste good. And
do they give
no
you
calories.
that satisfaction? Do you kind of placebo buzz yourself?
I only drink them when I go golfing.
Not bad.
Because I want to have a beer on the course, but I also don't want to get drunk on the course because I want to get better on golfing.
Yes.
And I'm trying to keep my diet down. So I'm busting my non-alcoholics, serve its purpose. They're honestly fantastic. Like, I highly recommend them.
What do you go with?
China. Athletic Brewing.
Athletic Brewing. So that's a non-alcoholic beer.
Non-alcoholic beer.
It's like 0.0002%.
Yeah, 5. It's bullshit. I still get ID'd. I'm like, dude, this is bullshit. Like, I can't go to self-checkout with non-alcoholic beer. You freaking kidding me?
I feel like a soda is worse for you these days than a beer. Or not. Like, with how much sugar, when you like really think about what it's doing to your body.
Well, I don't drink soda either.
No, it's very rare, if ever.
Not gonna lie, I had a soda last week. Only because I'm at Chewy's.
You got to get a soda at Chewy's. You got to go
Fountain
for it.
Coke at Chewy's?
Jarritos?
No.
No?
Fountain Coke.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's it.
That's not bad at all.
Fountain Coke is what I do.
And do you take pre-workout?
No.
You're raw dogging it.
Complete raw dog.
You're an animal. Do you have to
I
like...
bought pre-workout, but I don't know. I got some weird shit. It's like... It says like, oh, like you get a good pump if you take it too. I'm just okay. I don't with that.
Yeah.
Like that's... I don't know. It feels weird, so I just got a raw dog.
Sometimes, I mean, if you get your blood pumping, it doesn't even matter if you take pre-workout or not. You just get in that zone. For me, because I've just switched just to coffee because I was like, okay, the caffeine intake is way too high. It just gets you in that zone. I'm locked in. All right, I'm dedicated to the gym. There's no getting out of it. I'm going to have a great workout. I feel the little itch in the face. I need that itch. It feels good.
You live for their itch?
I like the itch with beta-alanine or something like that. It's some chemicals. I'm sure it's all natural, whatever makes your face itch.
Yeah.
It's good for your body. Oh, my God. But, hey, looking great. Hopefully keep up that healthy lifestyle even after the wedding. When I look tip-top.
Yes, sir.
All the time. Do you feel like it's had an impact on you mentally, emotionally? Just look in the mirror. I mean, vain as it is. If you're feeling good, looking good, you look in the mirror. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, it's my whole thing. I mean,
you're dancing naked in front of the mirror in the bathroom.
I don't think like I like look that much different since I started like really trying to diet and lose my weight. But like, I just want to be in the best like mental state.
Yes.
On the wedding day, so I can enjoy it the most. And I think in order to do that, I wanted to be in really good shape.
Are you gonna drink at all prior? Maybe like a shot or like a
pre-wedding?
A little sip with the boys beforehand?
I don't know. Steph's probably gonna listen to this, so can't say.
I can block her from.
Yeah,
no,
I don't
I have
know.
no idea how to do that.
Yeah.
I encourage her. Shout out to Steph. Shout out to Steph. She's a real one.
She's a slider.
Absolute slider.
She hates podcasts, but I make her listen, and she enjoys it.
You force it upon her.
Yep.
I appreciate
Trap
that.
her in the car on our drive to Winters.
And just lock the doors.
Yeah.
No.
What's she gonna do? You know.
They can't hear you scream.
Can't turn.
She's playing checkers. You're playing chess.
The best pod she's ever heard was the Youth Day pod of 2023.
Oh man, the blood feud. The blood feud. That one, I don't know what made that one so special. Maybe it was just the anger, the vitriol, the sheer. I was just aghast. Just
God.
Genuine upsetness.
Didn't have your vest, man. I'll never forget it.
Never, not at all. But shout out to Mike Sebastian. He was the guy that ran Youth Day.
R.I.P. Right?
R.I.P. But He didn't give me a vest. No, little lime green, little authority.
You needed that. You needed a vest.
I think the whole situation. The guy.
It could have been avoided.
So he might have lived if I had that vest on. No, Byron. Byron, yeah.
Byron White.
Yeah.
Dude. What would Homelander do to Byron White? He is Homelander, honestly.
Oh, he
Byron
wishes.
Byron White would be a Homelander disciple.
Yeah, absolutely. A home teamer.
A home teamer. He would not be a Starlighter.
Hey, great transition because we're here.
Yeah, he just would definitely be a Homelander
Yeah,
person.
he would.
Hates authority.
He is authority.
Yeah.
He was the authority.
Yeah.
And whatever authority that thinks it's an authority is just, you're just gaslighting yourself. You're nuts if you think you can control this guy. He's a wild cannon. Or loose cannon, that's what I should say. Yeah. Wild animal, loose cannon, whatever he's got to be. Yeah. But that was an excellent segue. We're here to nerd out something fierce, talk about The Boys. Boys season 5. My God. It was solid. I can't think of one season that stands out amongst the others. They've all been consistently good, in my opinion. This one's a little different. The physical appearances of some of the actors and stuff, and I think the creator Eric Kripke went a little harder into the political parody he makes with. I think that might have alienated some people.
Yeah,
I've tried to. I mean, part of it, I'm like, ugh, I see the point you're trying to make. And do you think it kind of took away from the story, from the subtext of like the message he's trying to send at the expense of the story?
I think they are. I mean, first, I love the season. I love The Boys, but I do think they are like leaning in a little bit too much in the. Yeah, I'm fucking that guy. Not in the trying to poke fun at the politics of it all, but also just like. Okay, we get it. You guys are an edgier show. We get it. This is your guys' kind of humor, like, but it's a little bit more in your face than what it was in season 1. Season 1 and 2 really felt natural.
Yes.
It wasn't like I'm sorry, not every one of the actors they'll flip the camera off on all their Instagram posts. Like, I get that's their stick, and they're leaning in so into it where it's. Feels fake almost now, and so like
the political points they're trying to make.
Stuff, but also just like the jokes they do, and like the mother's milk saying like
motherfucker. Yeah, it was
like, dude, like
it's so forced.
It's all so forced now, and it's like that was really cool, and like it was enjoyable early on, like in the show, but like now like the actors play it up too out of character. It's
a little too much.
Yeah, it's not ruining the story for me, because I think I still like the story. I still love the characters.
Homelander's been natural through and through. There's been some characters that haven't changed. Butcher's been the same.
But I think Starlight's definitely changed in my opinion.
Right.
Mother's Milk is kind of just like leaning into it more. I mean,
well, let's restart. Let's start episode 1, or let's work our way through it.
Yep.
Season finale, Homelander's in charge. They've outed the president. All spoiler alerts.
Yes.
Here's your warning. If you haven't seen the end of it,
pause,
watch it, come back, listen to this. All spoilers, all time. So
yep.
The shackles are off, Brent. Spoil away.
Yep.
Next season, the last season, it's set up as like a civil war is about to pop off. Damn near. So give me, I guess, your thoughts from beginning to end of the season, and we'll just do an autopsy on this bad boy.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the season started out slow, especially coming off of season 3.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it ended on such a bang. Obviously, with Soldier Boy, essentially like blowing himself up, and Queen Maeve sacrificing herself, essentially, and
that was a better finale than this season. I think.
Whoa, I disagree.
You disagree?
Dude,
well, this one had...
This season finale was elite.
This season finale was elite. It had plenty... It set up plenty. It wasn't, I guess, as exciting as that final showdown with Soldier Boy and Queen Maeve.
I'm a Queen Maeve, I'm a true thread of Queen Maeve. Favorite character. I miss her already.
She was your favorite character?
Dude, yeah, I hate to say it.
We missed her this season. However, this show was not ending without her. She's making a comeback.
She better come back.
Soldier Boy's making a comeback, obviously.
That's confirmed.
But Queen Maeve, for sure, is coming back to have a nice, a final showdown.
She needs to send off to, be able to actually beat the shit out of Homelander.
There will be some deaths. There will be some deaths of major characters, I think.
I hope so.
Butcher at the end will do the ultimate sacrifice, because he's been a piece of shit the entire time, true to his character, and now that he's a soup, big time.
Yeah.
But anyways, we digress. Thoughts on the overall season?
Again, I thought it started out slow, and there's a lot of unnecessary storylines. Like Frenchie, look, I know we'll dive into some characters, but like Frenchie, what the was with the whole storyline with the guy? Is he gay? He's bisexual? Like all of that was completely useless.
The fact that Frenchie murdered this guy's family,
was in jail. Then he punched himself by going in jail for an episode.
Yeah, and then like, he comes back out. I did not wish for this.
Yeah.
Like this really was added drama that did not need to be.
No,
there.
so that was completely irrelevant. Like they introduced Zoe, the daughter of Alexis Newman, and she
for like 5 minutes.
And she played no part of the show for the season. I just felt like there was a lot of unnecessary filler almost like early on until like, we got going. I thought it really started picking up once Sage got
really like Sister Sage.
Sister Sage started getting in the mix, and she started like doing her plan. Like that's when I thought, okay, this is like getting good. But like the boys, the actual boys, the group,
they're almost
they didn't
irrelevant.
do shit all season.
Nothing.
Like they did nothing all season, and because technically Butcher knew about the virus at the start of the season because he finds out at the end of Gen V. So it's like, how is that not...
So that's how Gen V ends. Like, they created the virus. So that virus was introduced at the end of Gen V.
Yes.
And Butcher makes a cameo? I should have watched the finale.
He makes a cameo at the... it's like a Marvel-esque, like, end of credit scene.
Yeah.
And it's Butcher discovering the laboratory. And so, we really only start paying attention to the virus until, like, episode 6 or 5 into this 8-episode season.
Right.
So it's like, the first 4 episodes, I truly felt you could have just skipped. And I honestly wish I would have skipped because, dude, if they didn't redeem themselves in the finale with Kimiko and Frenchie, I probably would have boycotted the show. Like,
really?
Dude, I am a Kimiko and Frenchie, like, I ship that
they were cool.
They need to be together.
Yeah.
I root for
which
them.
we finally got it.
We finally got Kimiko and Frenchie, like, expressing their love for each other. Like, they're a couple now.
I thought it was adorable. Sorry to interrupt. Adorable. Like the last episode was so well directed.
Oh God.
The shot tippy toes, and then it goes to them get big old smooch.
Yep.
The music's been great in the show, and lest I forget to ask you this question, did you realize Kimiko was yelling no when she was yelling no? She was talking.
I had subtitles on, so yes.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I watch all my TV shows with subtitles.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So I assume you're a sub guy when it comes to anime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what.
I'm so in love with American voice actors.
Oh wait, no, excuse me. If I could avoid and you go to dub, I will go to dub.
Okay.
But I still will have subs on dub.
I got you. You feel like it helps you kind of reading overall? It's good for the brain, I guess.
I mean, like I just get super distracted. Like I have always on my phone, unfortunately, so I just get distracted. So I need subtitles in case I miss something. I can quickly
to draw your attention.
Yeah. But when I rewatch stuff, I take subtitles off.
Little background noise.
When I rewatch House of Dragon, I will have no subtitles on the second watch because I don't want anything on the screen. But anyways, back to the boys. I thought overall the season was great. I liked some of the character arcs. I hated most of them. But I thought A-Train.
A-Train, I think, made the biggest progress in character development.
I thought like Starlight did nothing. Huey did nothing.
Huey could be dead and the show would be completely unaltered. What really sucked, like they tried to make it relevant, but Starlight having an abortion, I was like, this is so irrelevant. It's okay. It's a thing that's happening in society these days, but it added there was no impact of it.
Potatoes.
It had no impact on the overall storyline. It was like, okay, this is an isolated thing that happens to these characters. Nobody else. There's no remorse from other characters. It had no. If they would have teased that she was pregnant at the end of last season and added some relevancy to it, but it just kind of rang hollow as like a little side blip on the overall storyline.
Yeah, I mean, we had maybe 3 things of dialogue about the abortion with her mom, and then I think when she was talking to Huey about how she didn't want to like raise a baby into the world or whatever. I mean, like, I'll be honest, I thought the last 3 episodes saved what was trending to be a freaking major disappointment of a season. But I thought the last 3 episodes got us to a point where I thought it ended on an extreme high note.
Yeah.
Set up season 5, which is going to be
Big
the
time.
last season, big time, where shit will hit the fan. I think every episode should be like straight up war. Like we're going to battle every episode for all straight episodes.
Is there going to be a season of Gen V prior to the last season?
There'll be a season of Gen V in 2025.
And is that the timeline of it? Will it be slightly behind what we just saw, or kind of?
No, I think
after it's going to pick up.
They do it so Gen V's picking up right after this, and then season 5 of the boys will pick up right after Gen V.
All right.
Which is great. And let me just say, I despise. God, what's the blonde girl from Gen V?
She whispers. She touches you and manipulates. I forget. But she has the power of influence.
I know the guy's name's Sam. Is it Claire? I don't know. No, I don't know.
There's a girl who shrinks and can grow.
Yeah. And then there's Marie Monroe.
She's dope.
But anyway, so back to the boys. I mean, look, I think about the finale. Look, I love the Kessler, like Butcher, like the voice he's hearing and the person he's seeing.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Did you realize prior to the audience finding out officially that he wasn't really there?
No, I had no idea.
You had no clue.
That was a complete shock.
So when I rewatched it, because it goes over when Butcher realizes, oh shit, no one's there.
Yeah.
When I'm rewatching it, it is not on the nose, but subtly hinted at by the way it's directed and shot, that it's like maybe there's a wall and it's Butcher, and then there's a lot of space on one side of the camera. You don't see him, and then oh my God, what's that actor's name?
Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good pick. Way to pick me up. Negan, indeed.
Walking Dead.
That guy, he's also in Supernatural. If you haven't seen that,
Yeah.
highly recommend it. But Jeffrey D. Morgan in there, he did a great job. Then shut your cake hole, bitch. Like, you could see her. What freaked me out is thinking of that one guy who's chained up in the barn, just looking at Butcher, just talking like left and right. How scared would you be if whoever's captured you is talking to nobody?
That's what I'm saying. Like those 3 episodes, like post reveal, were freaking awesome. Like
I hear you.
Because then it's like, okay, now we understand how off the rails Butcher is. Like,
he was off all season.
All season, but like we didn't know like how unhinged he was. And then obviously like the reveal about what his power is. I mean, he's Venom essentially.
That's wild.
Like,
that's wild.
He's strong as shit.
Yeah.
Like he's automatically vaulted up into like one of the strongest soups.
So
And I don't get. And I wish they would have explained it. I'm sure we'll find out, understand
just how powerful he is.
But like, where's power coming from? So is it literally coming from his tumor, which is essentially alive because it's a V'd up tumor, or like does some of the temp V that he did in season 3 like just
China
altered his body and now he's forever a soup? Like,
so the temp V that caused the tumor.
Yes.
So that's what's up. But he says to Huey that, because Huey's got the virus, or got V to save his dad, right?
Yes.
Which I thought, okay, for as much as the side stories go, him kind of making peace with his mom and having that moment with his dad, okay, that was a little more endearing than just an abortion or whatever.
My only, I did have a gripe about that. I thought that was a really like great episode in terms of like the emotion, the acting, like that was sick. But hold the up, we're just gonna let Huey's dad kill like 12 people.
He went on a killing spree.
And have just no mention of it. Like,
nothing.
And then the next episode is them just literally dumping the ashes on
no repercussions.
On the set. No repercussions of all the people who just died in the hospital.
Yeah, a guy gets.
That was bullshit. Like he literally brutally killed a dozen people.
Ripping out their heart, standing in front of the guy. It was just gratuitous violence for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Adding a little more intention.
Like that was some horse shit.
They're like, do we need to explain this? Nah, let's just keep moving on to the next scene.
But
I was gonna say, so Butcher tells Huey, I swiped some V from Frenchie,
yes,
and I took it. Didn't do shit. I didn't know if it kicked in later because he's about to die.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if
I might have missed that.
So he said he swiped some when he was talking to Huey about it, and he's like, yeah, it didn't work. But
so maybe that's how it gave him the powers.
Yeah. Which it'd be something if that tumor had something to do with it. That's interesting.
I thought the tumor was like essentially alive, like in there, like literally like Venom.
He just rips Newman in half.
Like Venom, like is like Venom's in Eddie Brock or whatever. Like that's what I thought it was gonna be. Like it was okay. Like this tumor is essentially Kessler got the name.
Right.
And I thought like that's a living tumor now. That's essentially like trying to take over like Billy Butcher's body and.
It happened. We first experience it when he kills that pastor, because he just blacks out and the guy's torn to shreds.
Yeah,
it's just from the chest piece, just all the tentacles coming out, and we do get a sense of it when he's like, "Gimme." He gets something from Huey. I forget what it is, some evidence or whatever. He's and they're like trying to like stop him. They're like, no, it's suicide. Don't like. They realize Butcher is Homelander level strong.
Yep.
I will say, I think for me, the season turned around at episode 4 when Homelander goes back to his laboratory where they're torching him and he's laughing.
What was it? The fun house, the fun room,
the bad room,
the bad room.
Yeah. And he tells the guy, get in the oven or you're going in there with your family. It just shows how powerful he is. His Anthony Starr. Good God, give that man a Emmy.
He hasn't won a single award from the show
for playing Homelander.
It's absurd.
He is hilarious. Some of the stuff when Firecracker starts coughing, he's like, "Next seat down." And she stares at him. He's just got the crazy Ryan. Get over here. He has like an underbite. He's I don't know, my favorite character in the show.
Yeah,
it revolves around him. Not for he's a psychopath, but because he's so unhinged.
Absolutely.
All the time.
Absolutely. My favorite character is, not the Queen.
The Deep.
Dude, can we talk about the Deep?
We can talk about the Deep. The Deep in New Noir's bromance.
Yeah,
I thought it's pretty awesome. Murder boner.
I officially am no longer rooting for the Deep.
Oh, you've come to your senses.
He finally crossed the line of being a funny character who doesn't really do much wrong outside of like obviously kind of abuse Starlight in episode 1, but like of season 1
he was irrelevant.
He was kind of irrelevant. He was more there just for the humor.
He
was cool. Like, the Deep was fine. Like he was doing his own thing, but no, he really is evil son of a bitch now.
He is,
and he's embraced his kind of bad side, his dark side, and I'm not sure what flipped the switch and where he wanted to kill Ambrosia, his girlfriend, the octopus.
The octopus. That's her name. Man, your knowledge of the boys is elite.
He freaking lets her die. That was brutal.
That made me feel a certain kind of way. That made me feel bad. I felt worse for that octopus than Starlight's abortion.
Yeah,
by far.
He's terrible.
She's like,
help me,
help me. Like she's suffocating after he breaks the.
All because he liked to bang Sage. Dude, and meanwhile, Sister Sage is banging the other Black Noir.
Yeah, the new. I guess it's the same actor, but I thought that was such a funny, creative writer. Just to give him the ability to speak.
Yeah.
What a creative liberty and fly.
I guess hell strong, honestly. Shoot.
He's strong as shit. Yeah. He's kind of an interesting character now that he's talking, because he's like, hey, I'm just looking for motivation, and believe me, I'm not about violence, but I'm down to ride the wave. Yeah. Give me some.
He gets the murder boner at the
He gets the murder boner.
But no, it was good. And then the Deep though is going back to him. I mean, like, I thought one of my favorite scenes of the season was when it was the Deep versus Starlight.
That was a good fight.
It was a good fight. It was the Deep, Starlight, and Billy Butcher versus the Deep and Black Noir. And a sidebar, I despise that Starlight lost her powers.
I completely forgot that she did. Dude, honestly, I was so just tuned out of Starlight.
So it's like very confusing because she doesn't have her actual powers, but she can still like kick the out of the Deep, kind of. Like she's still super.
She has her strength, but not
like the light powers.
Her mana. Yeah.
So, anyways, That was frustrating. But the Deep's kind of beating her down, honestly, and then
he was whooping that ass.
Yeah, so the Deep is hell strong.
Yeah,
like that's known now. Then A-Train comes, saves the day.
He's super strong too. He was able to pick up.
I thought it was cool watching A-Train fight finally.
Yeah,
we've actually never seen that.
They know how to fight. Just him moving super fast around the Deep, just whooping his ass. And I'm glad that they went full. He has changed sides.
Yes,
it's definitive, and now 100%. It's like A-Train's a good guy now
because he kind of teetered. He kind of did it last season where he was kind of down his change sides, and then all of a sudden he sold out. That Cuban guy in Homelander freaking killed him.
Yeah.
What was Supersonic?
Yeah.
Homelander
man,
obliterated him.
I feel bad for that guy because he seemed like a cool dude down to help out.
Here's a question for you: do you think A-Train has fully redeemed himself? I'm gonna say no. Still,
not yet because he needs to get. He needs approval from his brother before he dies.
Yes.
His brother, that actor got skinny too. We just saw him in his wheelchair when he tried to.
He can't walk, man.
You can't. I guess. Oh, that makes sense. It was all for the character.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy, but no, I thought going back to A-Train, I thought A-Train's arc was awesome. I thought
he was like selling out in a way. They prior when black to Africa, and they changed his outfit. It was just showing how like fought this crazy racist corporation. It's like corporations who are pandering to the black community come like February or whatever. It seems like it's so insincere and like the directors, all right, A-Train, here's what we're gonna do, and they're so out of touch with reality, and like that parodying on society. That seemed natural. It seemed they would absolutely make him do this.
But now they're just way too far overboard.
They're like a little bit,
But the other thing I'm really excited about for season 5 is Ashley.
Her powers.
She took V in order to save her life.
Smart as shit.
Smart as
shit. Ashley got killed.
Other Ashley got killed. R.I.P. Who killed her? Was the Deep?
Noir.
No, it was Noir.
No, he just gutted her with his sword.
God, yeah, brutal.
Is this Ashley? No, bro.
Other Ashley.
Other Ashley.
But no, I'm excited to see what her powers are gonna be. Hoping she's like a big part of season 5. I love that actress.
She's done a great job. She's funny. Like we forget that there's violence and the show goes so deep and kind of seriousness that there are really funny parts to it.
Yeah.
And she's hilarious too. She was she got that it's a Tucker Carlton equivalent. They got him killed, but who wants to get their balls crushed? Me.
Dude, and then she freaking essentially almost rapes Huey.
Who?
Ashley.
She does?
Well, remember
when he's tied up.
When he's a Web Weaver?
With Web Weaver and was it Tech Knight?
Tech Knight.
Is he supposed to be Batman?
Yeah. It's like a Batman spinoff.
Yeah, and like the dude is butler. He ends up strangling him.
Jeez. It was overall, again, I thought it was a good season. There's some high points, some low points. Low points. Starlight getting mad at Huey when he was raped.
So
get out of town.
Her getting pissed off. I think that was not the reaction I wanted to see. That was
ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. It's just like he didn't know it was you, and you're mad at him. You have no reason. You have no room to get mad at him.
That pissed me off.
That really sucked.
Yeah, that was frustrating.
When we talked about it before this, she had a moment when the shapeshifter took her form and she's going crazy, talking to herself. That acting, I'm like, I cared more about the shapeshifter version of her because we got to see some real acting skills. And then Starlight's just this bitching, complaining, kind of irritating character that we have to cheer for.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Starlight became really unlikable this season. I mean, we learned about her background, about how she was the bully. I mean, like, she was the bully to Firecracker when there were kids during the beauty pageant stuff. And, like, Starlight, like, she has this whole team of Starlighters, and she refuses to lean into it. Like, what does she does nothing all season. Does nothing all season, loses her powers. Yeah, she's completely irrelevant until the last season and last episode, and she was only likable in the last episode because there was a shapeshifter.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Like the real Starlight kind of sucked all season until she found her powers and flew away kind of badass at the end.
That was good. She doesn't lead the Starlighters the way Homelander leads.
Yeah,
he's there because he's this narcissistic turd who needs approval. He's representing that side where Starlight's kind of like in the wayside. She's not trying to be a hero essentially. And I'm like, all right, just I don't know what I need from her as a character, but I just wasn't getting it.
No,
it was just so irrelevant. I did not care about her. I did not care. MM's family, home life, didn't really care that much. All right, him and his wife get back together. Okay. Butcher, I cared about his back, like what was going on with him. That I cared about. Frenchie, I could care less. Komiko, I care about.
I would say out of all the boys, I mean, like, the only ones I'm still kind of invested in at this moment is Butcher and Kimiko.
That's it.
Like, MM, I'm sorry, I'm out on him. Like, dude, just shut up. Like, God, you know, like,
who cares?
You're not that guy. You're not the leader. Like,
how big he was kind of made me believe he's this tough guy.
Yeah.
He's that one to challenge Butcher.
And now he's fainting in the middle of a mission. Get
like,
out
you're not that guy.
No, I'm done with you. Frenchie, I kind of used to like, but they ruined Frenchie's character for me now. Like, that whole arc was so dumb.
I did not care.
Kimiko's the best.
By far.
Yeah, she might be my favorite character, honestly.
She's been killed a million different ways.
I love Kimiko. She's just super strong, super funny. Great character development. She's awesome.
And she hasn't spoken a word.
Yeah, until the end.
I think she was always great, but her character and her relationship with Frenchie kind of made him more relevant.
Yes.
Their love interest. When they had that, I know it was silly, but that musical tune they had.
That was
awesome. She has a great voice. Was it Karen
Fukakara?
Something
like that. I don't know.
Yeah. But that was great. That little musical number is so irreverent. All the bedpans. It was just a dope little song they played.
It was good, but yeah, I mean.
Here's big question.
Yes.
Give me your thoughts on Ryan, where he's at mentally, emotionally. Yeah. Homelander showed some when he like kind of calmed down. It's like, hey, whatever you want to do, like I'm here for you, but it's just us two. I'm like, and he turned Ryan, hey, a little justice for this lady, have her slap him, and he's turning, hey, this is your free choice, do what you want to do, but he's making being this psychopath. Homelander's convincing Ryan being a psychopath is, hey, you're distributing justice. Like, where do you think he's at?
It's tough. I thought Ryan goes through like 3 phases this season where at the beginning you can kind of tell he's gonna be a prick, and like Homelander has his talons in him, right? His fangs in him. Then towards the middle of the season, you know, Ryan kind of is like, you know, he wants to hang out with Butcher more. He's not really down for that puppet thing, and like he kind of like rebels, and then Homelander gets really mad at him, and
he's upset that he accidentally kills that
the guy,
the stuntman, yeah.
He doesn't want to be evil, and then of course in the season finale of the last episode, Mallory,
the CIA lady,
I think plays it all completely wrong. I think and like Mallory's a hypocrite because like what she did is the same shit Butcher would do.
Manipulating him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Mallory's always kind of been, at least in the lens of Ryan, oh no, we can't do that to Ryan. He's a little kid. Like she views him as like one of her grandkids that she lost, right? Like
is she Becca's mom?
No,
like a grandma character.
Yeah, grandma character.
Okay, I thought I heard
you
say that.
Yeah, no, and for her to so aggressively push her agenda onto Ryan, and then like even when Ryan was trying to push back, for her to still try to force him to train and be essentially a weapon of the U.S. government to kill Homelander or CIA or whatever. Look, I don't think she should have died, but like, fuck, I don't feel bad she died.
It was odd that it went down the way it did.
Yeah, I don't feel bad she died. And then, if you remember, Sandwich, like when Ryan looked at her body after he did it, it didn't look like he showed her any remorse.
No.
And that's where I think it's a very interesting, like, I don't know how I feel about that, because is it just because he's desensitized to killing after, you know, he killed the stuntman, or like is him being around Homelander? Because you would think he turned the corner on the episode prior when he like on the TV show,
The puppet show.
Yeah, the puppet show.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be telling on your own family.
Exactly.
That's all we got.
He shows like some kind of just like being a good person, and then when fast forward up episode later, he's killing Mallory and showing no remorse. And so I just don't know exactly what they want us to believe. Like Ryan, I don't know what they want us to believe Ryan is.
I think,
is he a prick? Is he just a kid who's misunderstood? Like, I don't know.
I agree with you that I don't think we're supposed to know yet.
Yeah.
Because his morality seems like it's still up for grabs of who he wants to be. I guess that's kind of indicative of being a teen. Because before that, like I was saying earlier, how Homelander, he's a brilliant character. Brilliantly written, like who he is, but the way he manipulates Ryan. Because before that, he's like, hey, is that director making you uncomfortable? He's talking to like the PA lady, and she's like, yeah. He's like, and then Ryan gets a whisper from Homelander, hey, slap him, he says. Yeah. And then you see Ryan go, again. So it's like, yes, this is justice, but it's all Homelander still manipulating him.
100%.
And he's loving it, though. The kid is just loving what he's seeing.
100%. And I'm just so fascinated to know, because, I mean, yeah, I think Homelander would take him back. Like, in episode 1 of season 5, I'm sure if Ryan came back to Homelander would welcome him.
Homelander was clutching Ryan's backpack when Sage comes back in. Like, hey, it's all according to plan, blonde ambition. Like, she's
a great character.
So
I love Sister Sage.
How deep do you think her claws are in terms of will she save the world or end it just because she can? I mean, was this all part of her plan? Are we made to believe it's all part of the plan?
I think it was all part of her plan. I think Homelander, I think Sister Sage will die by Homelander next season. I think she's playing a dangerous game. Keep Homelander in the dark.
As the smartest person on the planet, how much of what we've seen on the entirety of The Boys may or may not be of her doing? Because she's like a couple curveballs. She knew that Homelander would get her, would nix her, get rid of her, and she's like, "This is all part of the plan." I'm afraid to think. I mean, there's no confirmation of it, but how deep her reach goes in terms of influence on what we're seeing. It's
tough. I mean, I guess we'll never know because it's not like we saw any evidence of her planting seeds for this. We only got to that conclusion because she said it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have never known that she had anything to do with it.
There's nothing else going on that would.
Yeah.
Which honestly,
other than what we saw. I've heard a lot of complaints about that fact.
What's that?
It's like, how is she the smartest person in the world, and then she just does a lot of dumb shit, gets fired, and then it's all kind of redeemed in the last episode just by her saying the one line. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is all according to plan.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's cool, but it would have been cool if the audience saw you planting those seeds.
It may not have been as much of a. I think it was meant to be a big surprise. She comes back in, gives Homelander the balloon, but maybe it was her coming back. It seemed kind of simple, but now she's infallible in Homelander's eyes. This one, she's tried and true. She came back. He's like, I tossed you out like garbage, and then she's like, No, we're good. I told you, I got your back, and maybe that was all part of the plan to gain that uber trust. Homelander thinks it's making someone think it was their idea when it's you all along. Yeah. She'll just play Homelander like a puppet. He's not smart enough to outwit her.
Firecracker's gone next season now that Sister Sage is back.
I think Sister Sage is the one who gave her that cocktail for her tits to lactate.
Yeah.
I think that was all Sister Sage. She'll get rid of everybody and it'll all be Homelander. Homelander, they say Ryan's the only one that could bring him down.
So that's what I was going to get to you.
Yeah.
So I watch a shit ton of recap videos, YouTube videos, this.
You're diving deep, baby.
Dude, I go deep in The Boys and all my shows. And it's always said that Ryan will be the one at the end to face Homelander. Mm-hmm. Barring a time jump, which I'll be fucking pissed.
That I was thinking, what kind of finale season is it going to be? We're 20 years in the future.
Time jump, I will be livid.
That sucks. That would suck.
I would be so heated if they do time jump. And that's where I'm just okay, season 5's final season. How the hell can they get Ryan to a spot within one season where he could be the one to beat Homelander? I don't think that's how that's where this is headed.
Maybe he gets an appearance in Gen V this next season 2 of Gen V. Maybe Ryan gets some sort of
power boost,
power boost, or some kind of edge.
100%. That's the only way I think that they could actually make that believable, barring a time jump.
It's gonna come down to. It's gonna be a decision of Ryan's if he wants to be good or evil for the boys to end. It's gonna come down to one decision for him: if he kills Butcher or Homelander, or there'll be some implication where it's up to him to make that choice.
Yep.
And we haven't seen him. Oh, he can fly.
Ryan can fly.
He has eye lasers. He's essentially Homelander. Yeah.
And he might be stronger because he's like born a soup. Like he's a natural birth soup. I think they said it was the first one ever.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, not to mention, Soldier Boy, we know he's coming back. Like, so now we have kind of 4 big players on the board next season with Ryan and his decision. Soldier Boy, who we think is strong enough to fight to take out Homelander. He almost did it in season 3 with the help of Butcher. Then you have Butcher, who I don't think is powered enough to fight Homelander 1v1, but like
when he had the Temp V, he was
with Temp V, but with his real V powers, I mean, I don't know. And then Homelander, obviously.
Let me give you a bold prediction.
Yep.
And I don't. So the agent Jeffrey Dean Morgan was talking to Butcher when he walks back in to tell the boys about the potential of this virus outbreak for all the soups. And he's going off, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna tell him about the time you cream pied Maeve?
Yeah.
Is Maeve gonna have given birth by the next season? I mean, it will technically be a human soup baby.
That would be elite.
He said cream pie.
That would be elite.
Skylar, Nick, and Austin all know the results of that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he wouldn't have said that for no reason. Everything we see, the way things are shot, it's all there for a reason to be seen and heard exactly the way it is. Yeah. I'm predicting there's going to be a pregnancy or something coming up with Maeve, who she has to make a comeback.
God, I pray she comes back.
One-eyed Maeve.
And I would love the theory of her giving birth to Billy's son.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Little Butcher.
That would be a twist.
And Billy Butcher cheating on Becca. If you cared about her that much, you wouldn't have banged that waitress.
Oh God.
Not perfect.
No, but I think to kind of put a bow on it, I think the season was good, not great. I thought it ended great.
Yeah.
Set up a massive season 5, and I'm just so eager to see kind of how it all plays out. I want to see some deaths. I want to see some storylines resolved.
Who do you think is going to die?
Yeah,
and is it all going to be season finale? Maybe 1 or 2 deaths.
No, so season
leading
5
up.
Death predictions. I think
death predictions.
Billy Butcher's gone. That's a fucking fact.
Yeah.
We know he's dead. Frenchie, I think Frenchie's gonna die.
I'm looking forward to that.
I don't think we're getting a Kimiko Frenchie happy ending.
No,
that'd be shocking.
Probably not.
I'd be happy.
Is Kimiko going out? Does she die for Frenchie?
No, I think Kimiko survives.
Yes.
I think Huey and Starlight survive.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
We have to root for him, and I don't. Huey's not an unlikable character, but he's so what is he bringing to the boys? What is his it factor?
Fuck Huey. He's so like just morally like he thinks he's fucking like the best. I'm just like
he definitely looks down his nose at others.
Yeah, just shut up.
But he pretends not to.
I know that's why. I hate Huey. Like,
no, who cares?
Yeah, I fucking hate Huey. I hate that he gets Starlight. Starlight's way too hot for him. Like, fuck Huey.
Oh, man. Starlight in the Starlight outfit, bang it. That man, a little cosplay. Hell!
God.
Huey the Unworthy, we can call him. Definitely not worthy of that.
Yeah, God, he's such a fucking loser. And then, MM, I mean, look, I'd be sad for his daughter. I mean, MM's gonna live. He's surviving.
Yeah.
So I think the main deaths will be Frenchie. I think Frenchie's the only one out of the boys that dies. Maybe Kimiko. But I think for sure survive Starlight, MM, and Huey, unfortunately. Then I think Billy's gone. I think Homelander dies.
Homelander dies. Yeah.
Yes, dude.
There's no way he
How
lives.
could you survive when the show ends?
Very true.
And then,
Very true.
I mean,
Very true.
And then I think the Deep dies. I think all those guys die.
The Deep and Noor will have like a funny bro death.
Yeah.
It's gonna be more comical. The Deep, because Deep's not a serious character. They
Yeah.
kind of, I like the way they directed him, and then Homelander. Just you get those little jump flashes of him as a kid screaming in the oven, and then with the Deep you get the flashes of him and Ambrosia like
yeah.
relaxing. He's like lamenting the octopus.
It's
But
crazy.
overall, I mean, original Noor had such a deep backstory. I like that when they're back in the jungle and all that shit was popping off.
God, what was their group called?
Forget with the twins.
Yeah, it was
and,
Soldier Boy. I forget what it was.
Was it?
Crimson Countess.
And was it Gunpowder?
Gunpowder.
Yeah.
Nesmir. Like that was dope. That what was that? What was her name? Something like P.
I forget the name of that group. And Soldier Boy just beats the shit out of him in the
black and
cartoon.
Well, dude, yeah, I think I texted you. They're gonna be doing like a prequel.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Stormfront. God, that's gonna be.
That'll be dope.
That'll be great. We'll get to see the first hero-gasm.
Would you go to Hero-gasm?
Am I a hero or a human?
Human.
No, die. Dude, I'll fucking be their sex slave. Kill
Oh man. If you went as a soup, what would be your soup power? Something silly or something
me.
relevant?
God, I don't know. I mean, like Starlight just kind of sucks. I mean, now she's gonna fly, but it's confusing. Like, I always thought her power only works if there's electricity and power near here.
I don't know the extent
But
of her
now
power.
it's always been vague because she did her flying without any power.
No, she just boosted up like Iron Man.
Boosted
I
up
always
in
thought she
chips.
sucked the electricity out of whatever was around her.
I mean, my power would be
Maybe something like Colossus, where you get metal over your
not
skin.
metal, no, I'd like something like super speed, not like A-Train, but like
Reflexes, possibly.
I don't know. It's tough. I'd be down to like. I mean, honestly, I'd be down to be Storm from X-Men, but it's not
That'd
really,
be dope.
It's not really soup. Yeah, because that'd be cool.
An
I
Iceman.
don't know.
Type.
Iceman would be sick.
That would be
honestly.
cool.
Iceman would be dope. Being able to teleport, that'd be sweet.
Oh, like Huey when he was
Yeah,
had the
yeah. I thought that power is pretty cool, and you
Yeah.
still get superpowers like that, super strength. Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty dope. Obviously, I mean, I think being Homelander would be the best.
yeah, just eye lasers and
Yeah.
being able to hear. I like the last season. There's so much that didn't need to be explained, but as they did explain, it was kind of cool how Homelander was talking to Noor before he killed him. I always know when you're being serious with me. I can hear your heartbeat.
Yeah.
I know when you're being straight up with me or whatever. And Homelander, even when A-Train betrayed him, he's like, A-Train? Like, why would he do this to me? He's such an emotional just wreck.
Yeah.
All the time. But he's, again, Homelander to me is just so, he's compelling. His mood, and he straight up admits, like, look, I can go to a different city and just burn it to the ground and kill everybody there. Like, he can do this. He knows he can, but he wants to be loved
so bad.
And that lady in episode 4 mentioned it, like, no, we made you dependent so you could be controlled, rather than you just being a psychopath that he could just kill without a whim, if he was some Jeffrey Dahmer character. But no, he needs to be loved. And Soldier Boy calls him out.
It's crazy.
Can't believe I raised such a little pussy.
One thing we haven't mentioned is Newman. R.I.P.
Newman.
R.I.P. to Vice President Newman.
She was hot.
Fuck yeah.
She was hot.
Huey's dating her in real life.
That's what I saw. Like,
How?
no way.
Dude, how? I hate this guy.
Jack Quaid, Dennis
Jack
Quaid's
Quaid,
son.
freaking the Nepo baby. I hate him.
He hasn't done
People get
bad,
mad at
though.
Bronny James, but this guy can go around fucking dating Claudia, whatever her name is.
He has no right.
No,
He has
absolutely
no right.
No right at all. I will say in the universe, in the boys' universe, I thought her death kind of sucked.
Just getting ripped in half.
Like I don't know. Like, how do I say this? She was never Homelander for me.
No.
She was never that evil in my eyes, even though she did in season 2.
She could pop off heads.
Like she was
Yeah.
kill people left and right. Don't get me wrong, but like I just never had a big hatred towards her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because she's so hot. But, like, I don't know. Like, she's never bothered me. And so for her to go out like that, I was like, fuck. I kind of would have been down for her to survive.
It was absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think because she wasn't as menacing, she didn't come across as menacing because her and Jack Quaid, like their chemistry when Huey was helping her the polls and running her political campaign. There was great chemistry there. They knew each other's snacks, and just the interaction was so natural and it flowed to where I felt comfortable around her. I don't feel nervous. When Homelander's on screen, I am literally nervous of what he's going to do next. He ripped Webweaver in half.
Dude, that was awesome.
Wow, it was wild.
Yeah.
That's what he could do. That's what he did to all the doctors inside the bad room. Just lock the door with that one lady still alive, and just knowing that he pulled those people apart piece by piece. And his rant towards Newman at the end, I will send you a piece of Zoe for the rest of your life. There is no fail. I was like, holy shit, that's a bad guy. That's an antagonist in a show.
This is what I said. I cannot wait. Because we didn't really get a ton of that like in season 5, like season 4. I thought we were. Mm-hmm. And I think season 5 is going to be
Homelander Insanity?
Homelander Insanity. It's going to be, what did they say in season 3? God, what did him and Butcher say? Oh my God, bro. When they go, you know what I'm saying? When Homelander's like, oh yeah, to Butcher, oh, this is how it's going to be. Me versus you.
Mm-hmm. Foreshadowing how it's going to end?
They used the word. It was like, not bloody something, but it was like, I don't know. God, it'll come back to me.
It was some foreshadowing of the final showdown between Butcher and Homelander. Because now Butcher can most likely take on a laser blast. Victoria Newman could, how Homelander outed her.
Yeah.
And just blasted her on screen. She's like, fuck. I don't know. I'm thinking he's tough. He's top tier because there's other soups that just say like I forgot Haley Joel Osment was in it.
Scorched Earth.
Scorched.
Yes.
Oh, Scorched Earth.
I knew it was gonna come to me.
Yo, let's go.
God, that was gonna bug me. Scorched Earth.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
You just climax a little bit,
dude. I was in my head. I was like, okay, what was it? Scorched Earth.
Yeah.
That's what season 5. They should also name season 5 Scorched Earth. Mm-hmm. Like that's what should be the episode 1.
Are we seeing cities get? What's the level of destruction we're gonna see?
I think we're gonna see cities getting taken out.
Yeah.
By Homelander midair just flying through a building.
He'll essentially nuke cities to prove a point.
Yeah.
And it is martial law. The soups have taken over, but there's got to be more soups to stand. There'll be some awesome final showdown where there's soups that are standing on the side of humans. Like this can't be. And follow-up question: we got destruction, but what's the impact of the virus going to be? Because that shit's going to get out. They've built it up too much for this super virus that affects only soups. It's going to have an impact on the last season.
Yeah, I think there's a couple ways they can go with it.
That's what Butcher took.
Yeah, there's a couple ways they can go with it. The virus. It could be one where it gets out, and then it's like, okay, now a storyline is like all the soups. It could get out. Butcher has remorse, and then what if he teams up with Homelander to save Ryan from the virus?
Oh, like they did against Soldier Boy.
Exactly.
That was nuts.
That could be a storyline. I would be fucking pissed if they go that way. I want Scorched Earth. No fucking team ups. No mercy. I want Homelander. We're going to war. We're going to war.
Who would be the common enemy that unites Butcher and Homelander, though?
I think the virus.
The virus. How do they defeat the virus, though?
That's what I don't know. I'm saying what if Billy? I have no idea. I'm saying what if either Billy does it and then he regrets it and then needs Homelander's help to contain the virus. That's just an idea. Or some
And Soldier Boy's back. Soldier Boy, do you think he dies? Because he's coming back.
No, I think Soldier Boy survives.
Survives?
Yeah.
Will he change emotionally? Because he doesn't know Ryan. He tried to kill Ryan.
I heard a rumor that Soldier Boy's gonna be on Team Homelander, which is kind of whack.
Even though Homelander's gonna bring him back.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
Interesting. But what if they team up?
I wouldn't like them teaming up because now I just feel okay. It's unrealistic for them to lose.
That's exactly how we're supposed to feel. I mean, At the end of Harry Potter, all the Death Eaters, Voldemort, like everything is going against the bad guys. When you're in a spot where you cannot believe there's any situation that the heroes prevail. Isn't that the best scenario going into a story, going into the last chapter?
Yes, as long as they properly do it, though.
It can't be some nerfed, really, this explains
it can't just be Ryan fucking taking out Homelander and Soulja Boy. Fuck that.
No, he doesn't have the balls.
Hell no, he doesn't have the balls. No, I'm not sure. I'm in on that. I don't know how or where, unless they introduce some random soup out of nowhere, which that would feel cheap, or almost like they're just too strong. I think the way they position those characters, they have to be on opposite side of the board.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, but
I want Avengers Endgame clash, like that last fight at the end, just a nice little clashing of the armies.
Dude,
give me something.
So that was to me still the best 5 minutes of comic /
oh man,
nerd big screen moments.
Thanos just pointing his sword like that for me. I'm like, let's fucking go, Thanos.
Avengers assemble, and you get and they do it so well. And now we're thinking, are we just spitballing now, or should we put a bow on the boys?
We put a bow on the boys. I mean, I wanted to ask you because I saw. So bow on the boys. Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Dr. Von Doom. What is up with that? How are they pulling that off?
My immediate dude.
Same universe as Tony Stark being dead?
Is I saw on fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
On Marvel's Instagram, I immediately commented on their post. I don't comment on posts like that. Comment on posts, but this better be a joke. This better be a joke. Look, I love Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great actor, but are we at this level where we gotta recycle fucking actors from Marvel?
There's no way. Like, Chris Evans can't exist as Johnny Storm and Captain America. Unless this Fantastic Four is going to be completely separate, but it's Marvel, right?
No, it's not separate. It's going to be...
God. Why is it Robert Downey Jr.?
Dude, I think it's... Again, so... Unless they're still clinging to the multiverse, which, by all accounts, they said they're done with, because the multiverse in a movie-type thing doesn't fucking work. Like, it is too confusing, and especially with the intertwining of Disney Plus shows, and you have to watch the show to know the movie, with the multiverse,
it's cluttered.
It's too fucking much.
Yeah.
It's cluttered. And so the fix for the next saga or whatever, and it helps they're getting rid of Kang, because Kang is a multiverse character.
All right.
And so that would have been smooth. Fuck Kang. Fuck multiverse. Let's get to the Fantastic Four.
Was the multiverse introduced in the Ant-Man Quantum Mania? I didn't see that.
The multiverse was introduced for the first time, big time, in Spider-Man: No Way From Home. And technically it was introduced in Loki 1, season 1. Mm-hmm. Then it was introduced big time on movies in No Way Home when they
with Jake Gyllenhaal,
and stuff like that. And then it was introduced in the Quantum Realm. And the Quantum Realm's how you could go up and down.
Another in Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
So
all right.
There's been, and honestly, all those movies are all good, but they were not all good. But they all just left me super confused. Hey, what the fuck? This is stupid. But so I was told they were getting out of the multiverse stuff. They were just say, hey, we pivoting, it's not working, and they were going to do that by the Fantastic Four kind of being the next major thing, and Doctor Doom, Galantis, that stuff. So if that's the case, meaning Robert Downey Jr. is just going to be Doctor Doom, and we're just going to ignore the fact that he was Iron Man.
Are they going to mention that? What is Tony Stark doing as... No, maybe it's in this...
I don't know. I don't know if the audience is just supposed to accept that this actor in real life is both fucking characters.
I can't accept that. I think if they make this move, there needs to be acknowledgement. They need to have some acknowledgement. Wait, Tony Stark, and just in this reality, this multiverse entity, that's what I'm saying. He just happens to be Dr. Von Doom.
That means we're still in multiverse then.
I can't believe it, though. He's not Von Doom. He's Tony Stark.
That means we're still in multiverse, though. Right?
He is Tony Stark. And if you do this, I think they're convoluting the waters. Now, I think it's taking away from Iron Man, honestly.
Dude,
Taking away.
We have been introduced to Iron Man for, 16 years of our lives. Beloved character. And for him to be Doctor Doom and it not be multiverse is a fucking joke.
Yet people are praising it. They were cheering at Comic-Con.
Because they're casuals.
They are casuals.
They're absolutely casuals. And they should all be honestly slaughtered. Like, they're freaking casuals. And they should get snapped.
Yeah.
And it's a joke. Because, like...
For sure call a slaughter on them. Because that's bullshit.
Okay, and the other thing's not even that. It's also... And this is all... Dude, I didn't love the casting of Pedro Pascal.
As
Fantastic Four.
Mr. Fantastic.
He's old as fucking dirt. Like, why don't we like the Fantastic Four is gonna be should be.
Who's it gonna be? What four do they have? It's Pedro Pascal. Who I don't dislike it.
The guy from the Bear, the big guy. Oh, he's also in the Punisher. I don't know his fucking name.
John Bernthal.
No, he's in the Bear.
Is he the main guy from the Bear?
No, the other guy.
The cousin?
The cousin. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's the Thing.
All right.
The Human Torch is a guy named a random actor, and then the Invisible Woman is some other actress. I don't know.
Not Jessica Biel.
Not Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba. I'm happy with either.
But me too. But no, because look, the Fantastic Four. If Marvel was gonna do it right, they need to have the Fantastic Four and X-Men, like Spider-Man, and like, maybe Black Panther or whatever, like, be the pillars moving forward.
I hear you.
And I don't like them casting such an old fucking character already in Pedro Pascal.
He's hot though. He's what Hollywood wants, and it's not about storytelling anymore. It's about money and streaming.
But, dude, when Marvel cast Chris Evans, he wasn't fucking hot. I would say, like in terms of Hollywood.
He was recognizable, I would say. Not as hot as can be, but recognizable face.
Same with Robert Downey Jr. He was like kind of in his lows. Mark Ruffalo was average at best in terms of like tier celebrity.
Yeah, it's a rom-com guy.
Like, but like Marvel turns these guys into superstars. We don't need Pedro Pascal, and that's what I'm saying. Like they could have went with I don't know any good examples, but I saw like one for Doctor Doom. Could have been Cillian Murphy.
Yo,
that would have been dope.
That would have been awesome. That would have been a great cast. So when I went out to Bears Brew the other day before PG's birthday, I was expressing my disdain for Marvel these days, and this is kind of the reason why. It's just there's so many shows that are movie ideas that they're split up into eight episodes or whatever, just to keep you streaming on Disney Pluses for as long as possible. And they've added so much. I didn't need a Hawkeye season with Haley Steinfeld. Sure, it's there, but it added nothing for me. Loki, that has some relevancy. I know you like WandaVision.
I loved
that one. Like,
I loved WandaVision.
I didn't dislike it. I don't know if I want to see a whole show dedicated to Agatha. Like, she's okay.
Agatha was great in that show.
Like, that show, I like Paul Bettany a lot. I'm interested to see what happens with the white entity of Vision. See what happens. But there's just been so much muddying of the water with Doctor Strange, with everything, that what if they just kind of said, all right, this chapter of Marvel's over after Endgame. Start fresh with Fantastic Four, with X-Men, new characters, and just, if you want a multiverse, keep that first chapter, our childhood of Marvel by itself, start fresh, start new. We don't need to recast Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom.
No, it's a big mistake. Honestly, I'm still hoping that it's a fucking joke.
I don't think it is.
Like,
it's a money grab, Brent.
This is insane to me. I don't know how they're gonna do it. And he's gonna be good in the movie. He'll be good.
He will.
That's not the fucking point, though. The point is you're ruining Iron Man. You're ruining the sacrifice of Iron Man.
By bringing him back in some way, maybe they think it's a fan service, but this is not. They're taking away the finality and the impact death has. Nobody can die, so why should we care? If nobody can die or just be brought back, that's Disney's curse. They think they can bring back everybody. Leave them dead. Leave them dead, damn it.
It's just pathetic, honestly. It really pisses me off.
I'll check the camera real quick.
What was I gonna say?
Anything else from Comic-Con that upset you, or like
Comic-Con. I mean,
Marvel?
Marvel. No, I'm excited for Daredevil coming out next spring on Disney Plus.
I like Daredevil
I'm a
season
Daredevil
2 quite a
I'm a
bit.
Daredevil diehard. Oh yeah, that was phenomenal. That was
Hit one of the best.
The best. I mean, I'm Jessica Jones. Fucking
Jessica
ride
Jones
guy.
season 1 was elite. Season 2
Elite.
and
No, season 1 only.
season 1 only. I like
Absolutely elite.
I like Luke Cage more in Jessica Jones rather than having his own series. I mean, it was okay, but
I think I could have done without Luke Cage and Iron Fist own individual
Iron Fist,
shows.
yeah, that was
That was. I mean, I think that ruined that guy's career. Like, I don't think he's ever been in a show.
Iron Fist guy, Loris Tyrell.
Yeah, Loris Tyrell. I hate that guy.
He was so unlikable. I'm like, I don't care, Iron Fist. And then he's kind of like a wisecracking guy when they came together in the street level Avengers. He's like, oh, I need to keep eating to replenish my chi. I'm like, who cares? I like Shang-Chi more than Iron Fist.
Hell yeah.
Not Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, yeah.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, he that movie's honestly aged fantastic.
The fighting was dope.
That has aged very well. But
did you like Wakanda Forever?
yeah.
Big
time.
It started off really. I like the first one better. Obviously, Chadwick
Honestly, I
Boseman.
don't.
You don't?
No.
The second one, they gave Chadwick Boseman. It was so real. Like
That's
the
why I
funeral,
loved it.
everything. Like
that was awesome.
If Disney's done anything right in the past decade, it is the homage they paid to Chadwick Boseman, not like him, to Prince T'Challa, and then oh my God, Angela Bassett, the mom.
Yeah.
She might be my favorite black actress.
She got a award for that, like an Oscar.
She's amazing.
Yeah, like she Oscar's movie, right?
Oscars for movie, yeah.
Yeah, I think she got an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress.
Really?
I think.
She's a stud.
I know she was nominated. Namor. I thought that was.
Namor was okay.
I loved Namor. Mm-hmm. I thought they home run. This is what I'm saying. So why the fuck can't they cast Namor like that? I thought it was a home run, A+. Ain't no one heard that guy before, but I thought he was a great actor.
Yeah.
But again, not to rehash this, we got to go back to Diane Jr. for Dr. Doom.
Come back to it.
It's
an open wound. We gotta address it. We gotta treat it.
It's just an absolute joke. But yeah, man. Overall, I am very excited for Marvel moving forward. I think.
What movies do we have coming down the timeline? I'm very lost.
Captain America is going to be in February. Then I think.
Oh, do you like Anthony Mackie as Falcon / Captain America?
I don't like Anthony Mackie as an actor.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Doesn't do it for me.
Oh, I thought him and Sebastian Sands. I liked their chemistry in Civil War.
I like their chemistry, but I still don't like him as an actor, so I certainly don't like him being the main character. He's not a main character for me.
He's not your Captain America?
He's really not, unfortunately, no. But no, I just don't like him. Never have. I don't like him in a lot of movies. It's just like nothing against like Falcon. It's just I don't fuck with him.
He like a side character. I mean, I think he has some on-screen presence. I guess I want to be wild. I want a actor to prove me wrong. Excuse me. Like Robert Pattinson really proved me wrong in The Batman. I thought it was emo,
I never
dark.
saw it.
You never saw it?
No.
It's a slow burn, but it's good. It's dark. It's very emo.
Dude, might be too slow for me.
It's slow.
I do want to pivot away from Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer I have. I probably have like maybe 25 more minutes.
Yeah. Hey.
But I want to pivot away from Marvel. I am going to be starting my rewatch for Rings of Power come Monday.
When's season 2 coming out?
It's like in 2 weeks.
Man, I remember watching it, and it took forever because I just didn't. I didn't like a second of it. I mean, the tap is all about good vibes. Damn it! I'm not trying to be perpetuating all this negativity, hate. If people liked it, who am I to dissuade someone from indulging in the Lord of the Rings fucking franchise? It's the move, all right? Lord of the Rings. I just thought they did such a disservice overall. I think they were cursed with a endless, enormous budget, where creativity comes with a little bit of confines, with a little bit of structure. Instead, we'll just throw graphics at it. The world building was great, visually pleasing, but when you have Galadriel lost at sea for half the fucking season, and then the entire battle for Middle Earth and Mordor comes down to just a village scrimmage between a couple of peasants and some like 5 orc, It just didn't. It just did not capture me. Elrond's ugly. I just found myself not caring at all.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch it. I remember liking it.
Yeah.
But also I was in like the highlight of my life. I think that summer it was literally like House of Dragon season 1 out, Rings of Power out, The Boys season 3 out. Summer 20,
I got you.
Summer
I got
20,
you.
what is that? 22 was phenomenal for TV. Like that was peak Brently Wiseman.
Yeah. Oh, just the nerd.
Steph probably wanted to off herself because I would just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had a show. Like it was so great.
Has she come close to murdering you? What is the toll that your nerdiness has taken on your fiance and soon-to-be wife?
I mean, Sandwich. I mean, look, you know, The Boys is one thing, but I'm really a Game of Thrones, Westeros, House of Dragon.
Yes.
Like that is who I am to my core. So like, right now, we are gonna be approaching the season finale of House of Dragon,
Which is why you've come back to Yellow County
yeah.
to watch it in Davis.
No.
No, where are you watching it?
I am watching it in Davis, but I'm here because my parents are in Chicago, so I'm watching the dogs.
Oh,
but
Bronx and Brooklyn.
It is a benefit that I get to watch it on the big screen at my parents' house by myself, undisturbed, and you know, like I am so in the show right now. I'm literally speaking in Valyrian.
Really?
Like I found myself speaking in Valyrian, like saying like Lakiti Vermithor, like Goddess Vagar. So like, when you're trying to like you know claim a dragon, you have to like talk to it in Valyrian.
Before that guy got torched,
So
one of the Kingsguard.
He's like saying like Dohades, which means obey, and then Lakiti, which means be calm, and like I just
because you're listening to it, but also reading the subtitles,
so, yeah, exactly.
and then making that association.
So I get to see the subtitles of what they say, but like honestly, if it was up to me, the wedding ceremony would all be in Valyrian.
Really? It's a beautiful language.
Calvert would be speaking Valyrian. We'd be doing the freaking the Targaryen custom wedding. Like it'd be elite.
You cut your hands.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Bound by blood.
I need to get you some dragon eggs for your guys' dowry.
I'm gonna be Daemon Targaryen and or Corlys Velaryon for Halloween this year.
I would say you and like that. They have the Neo from the Matrix looking onesie with like a silver Valyrian chain around the swagger, the Westerosi swagger, the Targaryen swagger, their clothes, pretty elite.
I will be a Targaryen for Halloween. Like,
do you have like the silver wig?
I'm gonna get a silver wig. Cause the entire time I was like, I could be a Velaryon. Like they're actually black on the show. Fuck that. Bela and Rhaena are Targaryens.
Yeah.
They're black.
No, they've diversified Westeros a little more. We only saw black folk in Southros.
Yeah, and they were fucking Grey Worm motherfuckers.
Great, yeah. Oh,
they were the Unsullied.
This one, like it doesn't seem forced. It's like not like it does in Rings of Power. The diversity in there seems a little forced.
Yeah.
In this, just having the dreads, seeing like the sailors, and it just seems this is natural. This is what's up.
It's badass.
Yeah.
I will be a Targaryen for Halloween. Will mean stuff be matching TBD.
Does she? How much of a toll is this taking on her?
She's very excited for it to be over.
Is she?
Yeah.
Does she watch any of this with you, or are you just like? I remember in Vegas.
Last time she did. Last season she did.
Okay.
This season she doesn't want to, so like she'll go in her room or make me go to the office.
Are you yelling, or is your seriousness and your attention just solely focused on the TV?
I yelled one episode this season, and I was screaming during the fight.
With the brothers?
Between Melees and Vagar.
Over that castle. That was a dope fight. That was
Battle of Rick.
That was when the Game of Thrones as an entity. I was like, all right. You kind of pulled me back a little bit. I've still been hesitant, because I rewatched all like season 1 through 7 of Game of Thrones to just try to get that spark going. And the spark was there. Rewatched season 1 of House of the Dragon. Daemon charging the crab eaters, like he was holding up a sword and then just getting hit with arrows, and then the rest of the Targaryens come in, fight. It was dope, and I'm just still hesitant because I'm like, man, I can't forget season 8 has been burned into my soul. How are you able to get past that? I have not, clearly.
I I mean, like, dude, I'm like still scarred. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, like, I just love. One, I seek content, and I seek like shows, and so I'm never gonna like turn away from Westeros. And I love like the lore of the Targaryens.
Yeah.
Like I love the history of the Targaryens. I love Aegon Conquest. I love like the dragon stuff. Like, and this show is literally all about that.
Have you read the story of Ice and Fire? It's like the history book. It's hardcover.
I have it.
Oh my god, I love the story of Namira.
Oh yeah,
she's the queen that had to lead her people to freedom or whatever. She ended up marrying Targaryen.
And like the what's the ships or something like that. Yeah, she's amazing. That story's amazing.
Yeah. The little backstories.
But yeah, no man,
Targaryens just dominated everybody except for. Didn't Aegon not conquer Dorne? How did Dorne survive?
Dorne doesn't get conquered until after the Dance of Dragons.
Oh, how do they resist the dragons though? They have scorpions?
So I was actually reading this the other day.
Good man.
So Dorne, it's like they're based in like mountains and in caves and stuff. And so like with dragons, you can't really just like fucking flame caves, like they're hidden.
Right.
And like all the other houses of Westeros, they like to battle like in big areas of fields where they're kind of not their on the ground army can be most effective.
Right.
Well, against a fucking dragon, they're fucked because the dragons would just burn the fields and burn whole armies, but they couldn't do that against Dorne. And so Dorne was like, it's like Vietnam, like it's like guerrilla warfare, and then they got lucky and actually an arrow got one of Aegon's sister, Rhaena, got the dragon in the eye and killed the dragon and Rhaena.
That's how she died?
That's how she died.
Is that the one he married for love or for duty? Because he married one sister for lust, one for love.
I think he did Rhaena for love and Visenya for duty, because Visenya's the warrior. Visenya's the fucking... She's a...
And nobody bats an eye when this guy's banging his sisters, but...
Targaryen, baby!
It's...
Dude.
Is what it is, I suppose.
Targaryens. They're known for their queer customs.
I remember... Such an old English word. I love that. A very queer custom of the family. I remember texting my big time nerd from the fraternity, and he was like, "What's the Doom of Valeria?" And he just went into this long spiel of just how the mountains erupted. It was just their apocalypse. And was that the end of the Targaryen dynasty? Like because there's Targaryens is the family.
That was the beginning of the Targaryen dynasty, actually, because the Doom of Valyria. So in old Valyria, the Targaryens actually weren't a top dog.
So the Valerians, that's the people. Targaryen's the family.
It's really confusing. So yes, so there's Valyria as a place,
right?
And that's where the Targaryens are from. That's where Corlys Velaryon.
Okay, that's the black dude.
That's the black guy.
Okay.
Velaryon, right?
The sea dragon, sea snake. Yeah,
that's where they're all.
That's
from.
dope. I like that a lot.
They're all from Valyria.
Yeah.
Right. And it was like an empire, essentially, where there was a bunch of just really wealthy families, a lot of families that rode dragons, like a lot of other kind of dragon lord families. The Targaryen were actually one of the lesser dragon lord families.
Really?
Yeah, they were not top dogs in Valyria. But what they were able to do is a lot of the Targaryens, and you see this with Helaena in House of Dragon, they are dreamers.
Which one is she?
The sister, the daughter of Alicent.
Okay.
There's all the visions and shit, or like she says like all like the riddles and stuff. So they're dreamers. So Aegon the Conqueror, I think his dad's. It's either his dad or his aunt, some descendant of Aegon the Conqueror. The name was Daenerys the Dreamer, and it's a girl, a chick, and she had a dream of the Doom of Valyria. And told like the Targaryen. So Aegon's dad said, "Fuck this, we're flying to Valyria." Or sorry, we're flying to Dragonstone.
Dragonstone, yeah.
So they go to Dragonstone in Westeros.
He believed her.
And then like 2 weeks after the Targaryens dipped, the Doom happened, and they all got fucked.
Is she somehow related to a three-eyed raven, or is she like this kind of?
No, I think the Targaryens have a natural kind of magic in their blood, and that's why Helena's a dreamer, like she sees stuff. I mean, they haven't shown any connection between like the three-eyed raven or like even being like a warg or anything like that. But
why is Daenerys the only one immune to fire? Because her brother got messed up by that molten metal, and then the king just got toasted in that one-on-one dragon fight.
Early. Well, I think their whole thing was like Daenerys is like special, even like amongst Targaryens, which is I'm a believer in that.
Yeah, like a genetic mutation or something.
I'm a Dany diehard, so
absolutely. Apparently, her hair can't burn either.
Nope. But no, man, it'll be good. But anyways, I think I gotta roll.
Oh, dip, sir.
Yeah.
Dip.
We'll have to do this again.
It's only was you're only here for an hour and a half, Brent. My God. But I guess we can take some good gratitude that hey, Marvel, although they're kind of fucking up a little bit. The memories that we've made, we've been better nerds because of it. The boys, we got Gen V to look forward to, a lot more nerdiness to look forward to. Next time we'll talk, we
will do this again post Rings of Power.
Post Rings of Power.
So I can make you watch it.
Post
House of Dragon for season finale.
Yep.
And recap. And spitball. I know we didn't get to some of the Lord of the Rings stuff, so we'll dive deeper in post-wedding.
We got that. We can talk post-wedding post-game presser. A lot to look forward to. August 24th.
Yep.
Brently's bending the knee.
Yep.
Making it official. Happy for you, big dog. And thanks for showing up. And, dude, congrats on, like, being on bigger podcasts. I forget that one woman's name in ESPN. Dude, that is awesome to see you. Big time. Smiling your ass off with you're meant to be there. You got your organ set up, everything in the background of your office. It's just like, that won't be the last time we see you on the big stage, the big screen, baby.
Dude, no. Once the tap gets to TNT
those
or
levels.
USA and TBS, I'll be a guest there as well.
Let's go, baby.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. But Brent, thanks for coming by, big dog.
No worries.
Everybody, the sliders love it.
You lose. Good day, sir.